Active Living at the Active Life. Been waiting 4 months to announce this, but we are reopening the Active Life. We're going to have a phase 1 reopening, starting with LaGrange first on August the 3rd. Our new hours will be from 9 a.m. to 3 p.m. Monday through Friday, and we'll have some activities that we will continue to have and others that we're going to put on hold for a while. For example, we're going to have exercise classes, we're going to have line dancing, we're going to have our game room activities, billiards, arts and crafts, our computer lab, but all of those will be done with the utmost safety. We have 5 strict protocols we're going to be using to keep everybody safe, and I'll explain that later. But just wanted to mention that though we open on August the 3rd, if you have a pre-existing condition or just are a little bit concerned about coming back soon, don't worry. Stay where you are, and then over time, as we begin to move through the phases of reopening, you later may feel comfortable to come. We'll continue to deliver food to your house, or you can come and pick it up here through the drive-through touchless system that we have. But want you to take advantage of these opportunities we have to serve you. And so some of you may have food needs. You're 60 and over, and right now you're not receiving food. Please give us a call at the Active Life. It's 706-883-1681, and we'll talk with you about how we can help you with any food needs that you have. But I'm excited to see you again. Our whole staff is thrilled. But again, your safety, our staff safety, our volunteer safety is paramount. So we are taking these strict steps to provide at maximum safety. So come on out and participate in these activities. Now, I'm going to put on my mask and we're going to take a look inside and talk about what you need to do to prepare to return to the active life. Come on in. Welcome to the inside of the Active Life's activity building. This is one of 2 entrances that you will come in for your first stop in pre-screening to enter the buildings. This is in between the 2 buildings, the sliding glass doors, and that's where you will start. I want to discuss now our protocols and our pre-screening questions. This is what you will be made aware of when you first enter the buildings. We have a temperature scanner that you will check your temperature, but just again to remind you of our 5 protocols to have a safe experience here at the Active Life is that you will come in and you'll answer the pre-screening questions that we have listed here. And basically the questions are to ask, do you have any symptoms or have you been around somebody with symptoms that are consistent with COVID-19? We will also check your temperature. As you enter in, you'll step up to the red line in front of the temperature scanner. It will detect your temperature. If it's normal and you've answered your pre-screening questions, you will make your way to the sanitizing station and you can get your hands sanitized and go on to your activity at that time. We are requiring masks be worn inside both of our buildings here in LaGrange, and so you'll need to have a mask. If you don't have a mask, that's no problem. We have these beautiful masks that were provided by the state of Georgia and Troup County that will be available free for you if you don't have your own mask, but you need a good mask to wear for your protection and others. You'll maintain 6 feet distance from others. Now we have our activities marked appropriately so you'll know what 6 feet is. And in our rooms, we've spaced the chairs so that they're 6 feet apart to help you maintain the distance. Now, the exception would be as if you're traveling with your spouse or somebody that lives in your household, then it would be appropriate for y'all to be closer together. But for purposes of others, you need to be 6 feet apart. We do have some public shared equipment that you need to be aware of, that if you use it, that you will need to wipe it down before and after each usage for safety. And we'll discuss that in the rooms that we visit momentarily. Also, we want you to wash and sanitize your hands regularly. Throughout the Active Life, you'll see sanitizing stations. We have restrooms, and the best thing is the good 20-second plus washing of your hands to keep yourself safe from anything that would get on your hands. So if you follow these 5 protocols, which we're going to hold you accountable for, it will help keep everybody safe in this environment. Now on the sign here, when you come in, you will find a list of what's going to be happening that day and a list of maximum capacities. They're going to be reduced from before, so we want to be sure everybody's 6 feet apart. So some of our activities will have less capacity than before, so just be mindful of that, because if the capacity reaches its maximum, then we would have to let you know that you would not be able to participate in that particular activity. So, but don't worry, we have plenty of room, and some people will not be returning immediately, and so I think all of these will work appropriately. We're in the media room. In the media room there are 14 computers. Because of social distancing, we are going to mark off 7 of those computers, so every other chair would be available for you to use the computers. I mentioned earlier that with public equipment, we want you to sanitize before and after usage. We'll have some wipes available, and so for the keyboard and the mouse, you would need to wipe them down. It'd be good to wipe also these armrests at the same time. Be able to use the computer as you normally would, and then wipe them down when you leave. This room is one of our rooms that we've made improvements to. We have beautiful new wooden shutters, so don't forget to check that out. In the dining room, we see a different setup. We have reduced the capacity in this room by 2/3. We've made each table work for the 6 feet social distancing. So this place, because we're not going to be serving lunch, is a place of fellowship and fun where you can get together in a safe environment to talk with your friends, catch up what they've been doing the last 4 months since we shut down. So come in this room, have a place to sit down. Now, if you're with your spouse or someone that shares your house, we can add an additional chair right beside the other one if you would like it. That would be fine to be closer to those individuals that you live with. But for others, you need to be mindful of the 6 feet social distance. So this room will be a place we'll have some speakers come here, some entertainment, but it is a place initially in phase 1 where we will not be eating lunch here on site. You will notice these chairs stacked in the dining room. We ask that you please do not move any of these chairs. For social distancing, we've spaced everything appropriately apart. If you have a spouse or somebody that lives with you that needs to sit next to you, ask one of the staff to assist you, because in this process, each afternoon we totally sanitize all the chairs and tables, and so for us to keep up on proper sanitizing, just let us know. We'll be glad to help you set up the table. You will notice in both buildings that the water fountains have been roped off, taped off, because we don't want to use public touch spots like this, but we want you to get water, and we have an automatic filler in both buildings, the Wellness Center and the Activity Center, and you would simply take your bottle, put it at the sensor, and it will fill up automatically, and you don't have to touch anything. If you do not own a bottle, we have some extra bottles available in the front office if you need one. We're in our beautifully remodeled restrooms at our activity center. I can't wait for you to see them. This is a place you can go and wash those hands, and we have touchless faucets. We have automatic flushing toilets. We have hand dryers that you don't have to touch also. The door can be opened with one of the paper towels available in here, and then there's a trash can located right outside of the restroom that you can drop it in as you leave. So again, wash those hands regularly while you're here. Keep safe. In the craft room, we have strategically placed the chairs so that you have this social distancing. I know with some crafts you may have to modify the chairs a little bit, but just be mindful to keep 6 feet apart as you work in here. But we have our crochet and knitting group is returning, and other people are coming to do crafts in here. Again, a very relaxed environment where you can do crafts. Oil painting will be starting back, and you'll have an opportunity again to be spaced apart, safely wearing masks, and being able to make those beautiful crafts. The game room we have rearranged somewhat. We have dominoes and card playing and mahjong, but because of social distancing, we've put tables together to get the 6 feet. So mahjong will not be a part of the phase 1 reopening, but possibly cards, possibly dominoes. But again, that might work better on the dining room tables that would give you a little bit easier access to play those games. But in here, we've separated them. We've reduced the number of chairs so they're 6 feet apart. So billiards could take place. But again, we'd ask you for billiards that guys bring your own cue sticks, or you can check out one that would need to be sanitized before and after usage. But billiards will take place, and again, games that could maintain social distancing will continue in here. We've got brand new bulletin boards that we put throughout the center. You got to check them out. They're beautiful and they're black in color. We've got carpet that we laid in this game room that is fantastic. We've repainted parts of this room. New coat hooks are available. So I think you will love what you see when you start back in August. In phase 1 of our opening, we will not be serving lunch here on site to eat, but we will continue to make meals here for 250 to 300 people in our community. You can pick up your meals here or continue to receive them delivered to your homes. I'm standing here in the front office of the Active Life. Behind me is Brenda, our wonderful receptionist, and on the other side is Mariana, our administrative assistant. They've been working hard doing all kind of paperwork in preparation for your return. So they're excited about having you come back. But we have special lines that lead up to the reception desk that you need to follow to maintain social distancing. The last line is right at this entranceway, and you would stop there, and Brenda behind me would signal you forward. She has a brand new protective shield to keep her safe and keep you safe, and she would have you step forward, and you would do whatever business you have with her, and then you would leave and exit out. And so just follow the guidelines of the lines for social distancing, and we'll keep everyone safe. We're in the Wellness Center, and this is where you can come and exercise each day. You can participate in our line dancing, go to our fitness machine room. Again, we have adapted this building to social distancing. In this room, there are X's that mark out where the chairs will be for chair aerobics, where the line dancers will stand so they can keep their distance. There's even a section in the very front where the leader of the exercise or the leader of the line dancing will be able to stand. So this is a great place to return to get healthy. So want you to be mindful of how things are spaced in here, and you maintain your distance. In our coffee room, we have it spread apart for seating, as well as out in the health and wellness food bar. Now during phase 1, we're not going to be serving food, so we won't be having that, but we'll have all kind of activities and programs. Our healthy living class on Thursdays will meet, as well as our 90-day challenge. So take advantage of these. Celeste is excited and looking forward to you returning to the Wellness Center. The fitness machine room, located in the Wellness Center, we have roped off about 50% of the machines to maintain social distancing. We encourage everybody, or ask as a part of protocols, that you wipe down these public touch spaces with a wipe that we have in this room. You can utilize to clean it before and after usage, since it's shared by other people. And so come in here and exercise, wear your mask, wipe down surfaces, bring your own water bottle, and you'll be able to have a great workout. There are several items that you may want to bring to the center that will make your time here more pleasurable and more enjoyable. A water bottle we mentioned earlier, bring that, one that has an open top that you can fill up with our automatic refillers. Screw top after you open it up would be helpful to secure it after you filled it up. Bring in a snack or something you need to eat, especially those with diabetes will need that. But again, we ask no sharing of food. We don't want a sit-down meal in the dining room, but those that need to bring some food for energy or because of blood sugar level, please bring that in also. And gloves. Gloves could be helpful if you're going to be playing cards or touching surfaces that are shared by others. Like playing cards, it would be good to have a pair of gloves with you. So we encourage you to take advantage of those 3 items and bring them with you.